Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching. Anyways, I'm here. I'm not going to play the audio because I just realized that was something else up there. So anyways, yeah, we got some audio from an interview with the Stephan Sterns audio. This is from The Docket on YouTube. They get a bunch of files all the time, and he got them later than other people. Like, I guess the news got them. And then he got him to me, I don't know, like 25 minutes ago or so. Yeah, and I've just kind of been getting the stream ready to do another show. So here's the other show. Now, let me see something. How loud is this audio?
We dropped off a little down the ways from the school.
Yeah, so that's him, obviously. I could go a little bit louder, I guess. All right, so you guys want to listen to this audio? It's a 45-minute interview with police and Stephan Sterns. All right, so now we get to have actual, factual, real information that he was telling them. Oh, nothing but a black screen? I guess I never went anywhere after the... There's nothing really to see anyways. I mean, I guess I could put this on the screen. Hey, look at that. It's a WAV file, everybody. All right, here we go.
Case number 24-11313. Today's date is February 27, 2024. The time is 19:16 hours. We're in Kissimmee speaking with Stephan Sterns. Okay, so I know that you already...
And the docket, I think you already went over all this audio and everything, but we're going to do it here.
Case number 24-11313. Today's date is February 27, 2024. The time is 19:16 hours. We're in Kissimmee speaking with Stephan Sterns. Okay, so I know that you already spoke to the other detective, right, about everything that kind of happened today. If you can just kind of go over it with us one more time. The timeline from, when you guys woke up and took her to school and all that.
So we woke up early. The plan was that we were going to get McDonald's breakfast on the way, so we made amazingly good time getting out.
I don't mean to interrupt you, okay? Neither of us were here yesterday, so if you can be kind of specific about times and stuff like that, okay?
Woke up around 7:15, somewhere around there, which is an early start for us, but we had talked about getting McDonald's breakfast beforehand, so we wanted to make good time. We did make good time. We got out the door maybe 7:30ish, 7:45ish, maybe.
Now it's like placing her there.
Got over to that area. She was asleep in the car most of the time, just snoozing until we got there. We got to McDonald's. We're close to McDonald's.
Yeah, now she's sleeping in the car. We got up at 7 or 7:15. And then got her in the car and went to McDonald's. But remember, she said, Jennifer said that she saw her getting ready at 8 in the morning.
Case number 24-113.
Continued on. And she wanted to be dropped off a little down the ways from the school. She's got this phase that she's been into lately where she very particular about what car.
I remember mine a
7:30ish,
little
7:45ish maybe. Got over to that area. She was asleep in the car most of the time, just snoozing until we got there. We got to McDonald's. We're close to McDonald's. I said, "You still want it?" She wasn't interested in the McDonald's anymore, so we continued on. And she wanted to be dropped off a little down the ways from the school. She's got this phase that she's been into lately where she's very particular about what car she's seen getting out of in front of the school. She prefers her mom's car, but my cars are, I guess, kind of hoopties. I get it. It's an image thing. But that was sometime probably between 8:20 and 8:40ish, somewhere in there. It was along this stretch of the road that on the right side that has all the communities on it. Before you get to the overpass. You could see the overpass from where it was. So it was on that side, on that stretch of road, and that's where I dropped her off. And she said she was going to go wait for her friends. She was going to go find them and hang out and wait for her friends. And I asked if that was going to be okay. She said, yeah, it's fine. Kids get dropped off early enough as it is. It's not totally unusual for that to happen. It's just not usually that early that I drop her off. I do school runs every once in a while for her. I said, okay. Let her out. Have a good day. Love you. Thanks. Love you too. And I turned around and was driving away and was watching her in my rearview mirror to make sure that she was going where she was supposed to go. And she was moving in that direction, but she was rummaging around in her backpack or something. What I assumed was probably headphones or something like that, but I found out later that she forgot her phone here, so she may have been rummaging for her phone. But she was still kind of making her way towards that direction, so it looked okay. It looked like any other day. And I just continued on.
Okay. When you said you dropped her off, like, in the area, kind of like where exactly did you drop her off?
So if you pull down the street going towards the school, you've got that whole strip of communities on the right side there. It was in that stretch of sidewalk there. We pulled in and maybe about halfway up the street or so, and she was like, right here's good.
Was it like in one of the apartment complexes, the church?
Not in, it was outside one of the apartment. It was just on the sidewalk on the side of the road there. Just like a tuck and roll, you know?
Okay, so like if I were to be on the road, where,
Put the maps
like, what do you remember seeing that you dropped her off at?
I remember the overpass was up ahead. The sidewalk was on the right, row of trees. There was, I think, a median in the middle. And then there was another community maybe across from that before you get to the church. So it was like before the church.
So Town Loop Boulevard's that street that connects to the school.
Yeah.
Is that the street that you...
Is this, which one?
So that's Town Loop Boulevard, right?
Town
That's the
Loop,
one
yes.
that...
And where's the school located here?
The school's right here.
School's right there. Okay, so the school would be on the left in this case. Here's the overpass
So you guys came from this
about.
side?
Yeah, we came from Town Loop, I think, which is Town Center. Yeah, so we made a right here and then pulled somewhere about.
So you came from Town Center and turned onto Town Loop.
Yeah, where's the church? Is this the church here?
There is
assume
yep,
so,
that's
yeah.
the church.
Okay, so we weren't up to the church yet. So we were pulled onto here, and then we pulled maybe about halfway up here, and I dropped her off somewhere in this area here.
And she walked from there to the school?
Yeah.
It's a pretty long way.
It's maybe a block or so, but it's not out of the ordinary for her. She likes to do that sometimes. She likes the cold weather. She was wearing her hoodie. She likes the cold walks.
So you dropped her off near Lilac? Does that sound right?
Yeah, it wasn't at a cross street. It was just a bit of the sidewalk there.
So did you merge into the sidewalk, or did you stop in the middle of the street, or...
I just pulled over to the sidewalk there. Let her hop out.
How often do you drop her off?
This might be the 5th or 6th time I've ever done it.
Okay, and when you drop her off, where do you normally drop her off at?
Normally down the street from the school. She requests that a lot.
Like the same area or somewhere else?
Especially if it's sometimes in the church parking lot, sometimes just wherever she tells us to let her out. As long as it's close, you know.
So it's halfway between Town Loop and Town Center and the church?
Yeah, it's like, it's just in this stretch right here. Like we got about maybe halfway up and
Okay.
it was there.
The McDonald's that you guys were gonna stop at, did you pull into the plaza at any point?
No, she 86'd the idea before we even got there.
What do you mean by 86?
Poo-pooed the idea, didn't want it anymore,
Okay.
wasn't in the mood anymore.
At any point while you were driving to the school, did you make a U-turn?
Yeah, I tried to sell her on McDonald's one more time because I was still kind of hungry, but at that point she was also just wanting to get to school.
Okay,
so we turned right back around.
where did you make that U-turn at?
Actually, the school not the school parking lot, the church parking lot. I pulled into that, turned around and pulled back out. Did a UE there and went back to the McDonald's, and she still wasn't having it, and that's when we came back. See, the McDonald's is on the same town loop or town center. It connects to the same road that the
school's on?
Yeah, so it's
Town
like
Loop.
a straight shot.
So you guys came from, just so I can kind of get a good visualization, Town Center, and where did you come from, Town Center?
Town center. So where's the McDonald's? I'm so bad at reading these. I'm sorry. So we
This
came.
is all Town Center.
So we came across on Town Loop, I believe. Is that the school is that the road that the school is on?
No, this is Town Center. So you
Okay.
said you were on Town Center, and then you made a right on Town Loop, which is
Yeah.
the one that takes you to the school,
Yes, correct.
right?
I think you passed it.
But what I'm saying is before Town Loop, or I'm sorry, for Town Center, what street did you take?
I'm so sorry. I'm bad with the streets around here.
How do you usually get to the school? What way do
I
you-
just take John Young and then wait till I see the McDonald's and make a left there and then follow that around, and that goes straight into the road that the school is on. I just use the landmarks, and I don't memorize the street names.
Hey, I have the moment. I know you really want everybody to know that you've already seen it, but we haven't listened to it yet, and I don't need you to keep doing the play-by-play in the chat. Let everybody see and hear what they want to they hear when they're listening to it. Okay? We know that you're so far ahead of everybody, though. Man, you're awesome. Okay.
7:30ish, 7:45ish, maybe.
Is that JYP?
Yeah, so this is JYP.
I mean, at the McDonald's you turn right?
And then you said you made a left at the McDonald's? So that's Jungyoung Parkway, you're going north on Jungyoung.
McDonald's, and then go around, and then that shoots straight into the road that she's on.
Okay. Because that's...
I believe that's the correct road.
Yeah, well, that's the fastest way to get there, but... You told me you came from Town Center and Town Loop.
I'm sorry, I don't know the street names.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So
I'm doing my best.
that's okay. So now that we know that you came from Jungyoung Parkway and you made a left on Town Loop, so you passed the
So,
McDonald's.
yeah, that was when she said no to McDonald's the first time.
Okay. So you guys keep on going on Town Loop.
Yeah. But at that point, we still had a lot of time to kill. Very early.
So what did you guys do?
Drove towards the school, made a U-turn, came back, tried to do the McDonald's
Thanks,
thing again.
Cindy.
She didn't want it.
So where did you,
I
one more
did
time,
give
where
her-
did you do the U-turn at?
It probably was right by the church because it was still way too early for school. So it was on that stretch of road. I mean, they had the meeting there and the separation, so that left turn where the church is, you could make the U-turn.
And it's kind of weird because we already know that they say, she keeps saying he's the one that took her to school. So all of this must be something he's making up later. Unless, I don't know, man. This is weird, you know.
And then after you dropped her off,
Thanks, Cindy.
what did you do?
Stayed, talked to her for a minute. Made sure, is it all right that you're going early? Because it was still early. She said, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to hang out and wait for my friends to get there, which she does sometimes. So it didn't sound, outrageous or anything. That was it. Told her to have a good day. I loved her. She told me she loved me too. I turned around to leave, and I was watching her in my rearview mirror.
See, what must be crazy, though, is for the detectives have already listened to their interviews on television, and this stuff isn't matching up with that.
Like she was walking in the right direction. She was rummaging in her bag a little bit, like I said, but still sort of just shambling in the right direction while she was doing it.
Well, we don't know if they left. That's his story he's telling.
Okay, and then what did you do after you left the area?
I left to go to the local...
I would actually bet you money that Jennifer is not in the car with him. And he's just saying that in the story to make it seem like they're together. But remember, and then later she said we, and then she says, well, he dropped him off. That might have been a hint she was trying to give out there, because she wasn't in that car with him. Remember, he's the one that threw the backpack and the laptop in the garbage at 7:35. This is all, he just wants to add her in there to make it seem less nefarious. If he started saying, I was driving around with her, it would look really bad.
Go to the local vape shop because I needed some more vape juice.
Thanks, Michelle H. and
They weren't quite open yet, so I ended up going back home. Waited about an hour or so and then went back and checked the vape shop again. It was open, so I got what I needed there and came back.
Do you remember what time you came home?
The first time was probably
First time.
right around 10, close to it.
And
waited here and went back to the vape shop.
See, the cops already know he was back at 8:19 with her body in the vehicle, and at 7:35 he was throwing a laptop and backpack in the dumpster.
Shop, probably finished at the vape shop and came back home again a little after 11.
Okay. You said the first time that you hung out was a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Was there when you got here at 10? Okay.
I think so. She might have been at her blood appointment. Let me double check. I know she had a blood appointment at some point during the day.
It's okay. We don't have to ask her right now.
Sorry, everything's a blur.
So she might have been here. She might have not have been here
I
the first time.
believe she was here because she was sleeping in as much.
No, hold on. Rewind a little bit. I hate the way Audacity works. If you hit pause and then hit play again, it starts over. But hold on a second. Oh yeah, eye of the moment. Yeah, that's okay. Eye of the moment. It's just we like to do stuff where it's, if people haven't heard it, they don't want to be like led to all this information that's going to be later. They just kind of want to watch it and listen.
Have been here
I
the first time.
believe she was here because she was sleeping in as much as she possibly could because she's been messed up with a new work schedule. So she had to be here because she's the one to sleep in.
Okay.
I'll double check, but yeah, I believe she was here.
And then what time did you say you left again to the smoke shop?
Hey, Katya T, man, you're going to have to extend that out because now people are going to wonder why their names weren't mentioned. You're screwed. Oh, God.
Maybe after an hour or so, maybe 11 or so.
Okay. And then what time did you get to the smoke shop?
It's maybe 10 minutes away, so not long after that. I stopped in and got some juice. And
what's the name of this?
I don't know if you would have been Mirandized on this one.
Okay.
It's just over off of John Young. It's not far from the school.
And then after the smoke shop, what did you do?
Came home, yeah.
Okay, for how long?
At least until maybe 12:30.
12:30 is when he left with her body.
5-ish, something like that.
Yeah, there you go.
And then what did you do after that?
Do you guys remember that? Like, that's exactly the time that I said he left the house. The apartment was right around 12:30 because it takes about that amount of time to get to where his car was seen with a flat tire. Hey, thanks, King Scarlet News. There we go.
For that.
I had a couple errands to run over on 192. She was talking about making a BJ shopping list. She just wanted to make sure I was back in time for us to both go pick up. So I was visiting some card shops around the area on 192. I'm kind of a nerd, so we had a new trading card game.
Oh, I guess you
released,
said
and I was
freaks.
seeing what the situation was with it.
I missed that you put freaks at the end, Katya T, so that was your all-encompassing term. All right.
Do you remember what places you visited?
Yeah, Coliseum of Comics. Stopped by a couple Targets, and I was going to go to House Rules Games down by Oak and 192, but I didn't make it that far. I got a flat tire on the way.
Do you remember where you got your flat tire?
Oh my God!
It was on 192. I pulled into one of those plazas somewhere.
Oh, interesting. He admits that he got the flat tire on Highway 92, and that makes sense because this is Highway 192 right over here. And he says he pulled into a plaza somewhere, but I don't think so. I think he pulled over right here. That's interesting that he said that. Gotta admit. Let's play that part again.
Got a flat tire on the way.
Flat tire?
Do you remember where you got your flat tire?
It was on 192. I pulled into one of those plazas somewhere. It's been about 10 years since I switched out a tire, though, so I made a lot of rookie mistakes and ended up pinning my thumb between the frame and the jack. Yeah, I'm lucky it's not a lot worse than it could have been. Remains to be seen if I'll...
So he's got an injury on his hand, and it wasn't from that. It was probably Madeline.
Jack, yeah, I'm lucky it's not a lot worse than it could have been. Remains to be seen if I'll keep...
Do you remember the name of the plaza by any chance? Do you remember like what stores were in this plaza?
It was like right before you got to Oak, though, so it was one of those little strips.
Okay. And then
but I did not make it back in time because of that. I thankfully had the spare. I put that on and tried to get back in time, but caught every red light on the way. She ended up leaving to pick up Maddie without me. I was about 10 minutes late on that. So I called her and let her know what happened. Apologized profusely because I had promised I'd be there with her to go pick her up.
Man, I wonder what the hell he was doing out there. Because that was at like 1:30 with the car pulled over, and she went to pick her up at 4, right? So if he just missed getting home, what the hell was he doing for... Well, it takes another hour. So, and then you'd say, okay, 1:30, takes an hour to drive back. That's 2:30, so there's an hour and a half of time where, obviously he places the body, and then there's other time.
Pick her up. Just sat and waited. After that, she had already gone to get her, so I just sat and waited and hung out, straightened up the house a little bit. That was it. Then we got the call.
What do you mean you got the call?
Got the call from her that had not come out. So we started getting worried. Started making calls to her family. Be on the lookout. She might be walking to you. Just when everything sort of started going.
No, they haven't listed her cause of death.
I won. Was it?
Did you check on the map the southbound? The Greenville? I'm not sure where Greenville is.
We're at 15:57. Let me check something out. I wonder if there's a way I can remove this sound. Yeah, like right there. Effects. Noise removal.
Started getting worried.
Yeah. Ah, shit. 15. A.
That's just when everything sort of started going downhill.
You guys can hear it though, right? I mean, I'm trying to get rid of this audio, let me try that again. Effects, noise, removal, reduction, get noise profile. Okay, I don't want to, okay, I see what it's saying. Let me do it from there. Just a second. Okay, just got that. All right, let's see if it works. Let's see, I want to get rid of that it's bugging me. Come on. Ugh. Oh man, look at that. Let's see, right in here.
Hung out, straightened up the house a little bit. That was it, then we got the call.
I mean, is that, let me make it louder though. Let's see if we can. Can you hear that at all? I mean, it's still going to have a little bit of this.
Already gone together, so I just sat and waited and hung out, straightened up the house a little bit. That was it, then we got the call.
What do you mean you got the call?
Got the call from her that had not come out.
I don't know. What is that worse?
She started getting worried. Started making the calls to her family, be on the lookout, she might be walking to you. That's just when everything sort of started going downhill.
I don't know. Can you hear it less there, or should I put everything back the way it was? I'll just go back to here and play it.
What do you mean you got the call?
Got the call from her that had not come out. So we started getting worried. Started making the calls to her family, be on the lookout, she might be walking to you. That's just when everything sort of started going downhill.
Did you check on the map the southbound? The Greenville?
What, do they buy
I'm
a
not sure
fountain
where
or
Greenville
something?
is. I noticed, I'm sorry, that she forgot her phone, right? Is it normal for her to not have her phone?
Unfortunately, she's severely ADHD, as am I and her mother. So it is not uncommon at all, and in fact, very, very usual thing for her to forget things. She'd forget her head if it wasn't screwed on, and we're forgetful about, writing her about that. We'll remind her, and then it will leave our mind, and she'll say okay, and then it will leave her mind.
And is she on medication for this stuff?
Normally, yes. She's been staying with her grandparents a lot this week while her mom was working. So she has not been getting her meds a whole lot.
Okay.
So she was really spacing.
Where's mom working at? What changed in her hours that she needs all this sleep?
She's training, so it's not a set schedule yet.
Okay.
It's just early this day, late closing training this
So
day.
different hours. Yeah, no, that takes a toll.
So I came up here, she needed help. I split my time between the two places. I needed a visit. We all needed to be a little happier together. So.
This is a great thing. GHI. Just tell me.
And where's the McDonald's?
Right.
So that doesn't make sense. Right? Because the school's up here?
Am I messing up the streets again?
This one's town center, but town loop.
We're just trying to figure out your direction of travel, right?
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad with that area over there, Hunters Creek.
You said you made a U-turn at the church to go see if she wanted McDonald's again, correct?
Yes.
Did you go anywhere else? Because I know you said you had time to kill.
Yeah.
Did you guys go anywhere else?
No, we didn't go anywhere else.
Is there a reason why you would be back on John Young Parkway?
When we tried to go back to McDonald's a second time,
It's sort of interesting, you know. I mean, it's like everything he's saying is a lie. It's just kind of looking at it like, oh, okay, he's lying everywhere. But also, you guys, if you want to help support the channel, I rely on your guys' support on a nightly basis. That allows us to do the things like reaching the $200,000 given away to true crime related charities. Also supports my channel, allows me to keep doing these shows. We don't always get the, I don't know what it is. Like half the time we don't get into the algorithm. Like earlier today I did a live stream on this and had a lot more people watching. And now we've got 281 people watching. But if you're out there, that'd be great. Thanks. Want to help?
we would have made a left over there instead.
Yeah, they already know
and
everything.
just looped around again.
When they're talking to
What do you mean?
Just made a circle.
Made a circle house. Can you show me on the map?
So
this
going,
is the
going
McDonald's
back down
right here,
to the
right?
McDonald's.
That's the McDonald's right there.
Correct.
I mean, this is February. Well, this is interview's February 27th. So, I mean, I guess it's possible they didn't have some of the stuff back.
McDonald's right there.
Correct. So going back down and then just straight shot back down.
You would come down this way?
She says she was asleep. But we don't know if she was asleep.
Although
Where's the McDonald's?
the McDonald's is right here. This is Town Loop. So this is Jongyang Parkway. You guys are coming up
This is the
Jongyang.
McDonald's.
Yep.
And the school's on this corner.
Correct. Somewhere over here.
Mhm.
So we come back out here, there, and then we can take a straight shot back down to the school again there. They connect. Town Loop and Town Center connect.
Right.
So it's
So where did you make the U-turn?
the U-turn was on the street when we were going to
Yabba-dabba-doo.
go back to McDonald's, and then we drove down the McDonald's here. And
Right. So just so I don't get confused, you're going up Jongyang Parkway, right? You're going northbound.
originally, yes.
Right. You make a left
Make a
at the McDonald's.
here, go towards the school.
Okay. How far did you
Narrow
get
lines.
before you made the U-turn? So you're,
We got. Is this the school right here?
yep, that's Town Loop.
So we got up to here and then made a U-turn over here, past the median.
Okay. So
And back to McDonald's.
on Lincoln Town Loop.
Still time to kill. She still didn't want the McDonald's, but I did give her a raspberry and cheese Danish.
So did you go through the drive-thru? Did you
No.
go inside?
Nope, didn't go inside.
Where did you get the Danish from?
Oh, the Antonins that I brought from home. I gave her a couple of those to put in the car.
Okay.
So she wasn't without food totally. So we just continued past it again and turned around and.
Yeah, it's amazing that somebody came up with that kind of detail. A raspberry and cheese Danish. You know, it's like, that's all bullcrap, right? I mean, she wasn't even alive at that point. He threw away the backpack and laptop at 7:35 in the morning. So that means she's not alive.
Turned around and said, screw it, just drop you off early.
Okay, so you came back around to the McDonald's.
And then right onto the school road from there.
What's is that back on Jongyang Parkway?
Yeah,
or?
back on the John Young Parkway. It comes down here,
Mm-hmm.
and then here's Town Center again.
So then you took Town Center
yes.
the second time around?
Yes, and then made a right down to the school.
Do you
Okay.
remember what time you dropped her off?
I estimated it to be sometime between 8:20, 8:40.
Are you on your phone?
Yeah, who's going to pass
Do you
up a
have Google Maps?
sausage McMuffin with egg?
I do, but I wasn't
Kidding me?
mapsing it.
When you're giving her rides, does she sit in the front or the back?
She sits in the front. She likes to sit in the front.
Do you mind if I look at your maps real quick?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks.
And And just to confirm, also, you said, so the second time around, you said you went up Jongyang Parkway, you went through Town Center this time, made a right on Town Loop, and then you said you dropped
it
her
was
off
right here in this stretch area.
around this area, okay. Which was before the underpass?
Correct, before the underpass, just before the church. The church was ahead on the left, the underpass was just beyond that, the school was just on the other side of the underpass. So maybe,
Okay, on the left-hand side?
Maybe a block away.
Okay. And you said that that's typical of her to walk that distance?
Yeah, she likes the morning walks when it's cool. She doesn't like being seen getting out of certain cars. Being a middle schooler, it's an image thing. And she will sometimes like to hang out and wait for her friends. She's known to do that.
Okay.
Do you mind if I just take a picture of your history?
Yeah, that's fine.
And that time would have been, you said around
8:20ish, 8:30, sometime between 8:20 and 8:40.
What time does she go into class?
She has to be there no later than 9:15. Doors open at 8. Doors open at 9, I think. And school officially starts around 9:20 or 9:28, I think.
Okay.
Say that up.
And when you dropped her off, is that earlier than typical, later than typical, around the same time?
Earlier than typical.
Really?
We had made really good time that morning, and with the subtraction of McDonald's, we had more time than usual.
Okay.
But she said it was okay. She was very confident and convincing that it would be fine.
And you saw what direction she walked to after you dropped her off?
Yeah, it looked like she was moving towards the direction of the school like she was supposed to.
Was she still on the right side of the road, or did she cross
She was
over?
when I left her, yeah, she was still on the right side.
What kind of phone is this?
S23 Ultra, I think.
I don't know how to work this thing.
So I barely know how to work it myself.
I'm an iPhone person.
No.
Is it okay if I go in your settings real quick? I just want to see if you're logged on to your Google.
I am not logged on to my Google with that, actually.
Is it okay if I check?
Yeah.
Does she have any other devices besides that phone? Any other electronics?
She had her school laptop with her.
Okay. Is that still supposed to be with her?
Still supposed to be with her, yes.
Okay. And what kind of book bag was she carrying?
Black book bag with like grayish blue hibiscus flowers on it, like a print.
When she leaves in the mornings, where does she usually put her phone?
Either in her backpack or like her back pocket. Kind of wherever she just thinks to put it at the time.
Hold on, I don't know how to use this phone.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
I don't know, you've probably been asked already, but she's never ran away or been away for longer than a certain period of time, amount of time, nothing like that.
No, she's very dependent on us. I don't think she'd know what to do if she did run away. She's not the type. She's a good kid.
Besides the ADHD, is she diagnosed with anything else?
She was tested a while back and had some symptoms of autism, so she's potentially on the spectrum there.
Okay.
She was officially diagnosed with it when she was younger, and then she was retested and said, well, she shows symptoms of being on the spectrum, but maybe not full-on autistic.
Is this what you use to go places?
Yes. Go places, search addresses, look at store hours, write reviews. Pretty new phone, though. Have we had any updates?
We literally have like 50 people right now on scene looking. I don't know if there's any updates. The best person would be the other detective because he's the one that is in charge of all this.
I don't think I've eaten anything since yesterday.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are worried.
When did you come back to help? Pardon?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, because you live down south, right? Mm-hmm. When did you come back up north to help her?
I just got here this weekend.
Do you remember what day it was?
Sunday. Sunday was her birthday party, so yeah, it was the evening after her birthday party. Sunday.
Okay. Do you remember what time you got here on Sunday?
You weren't even here?
8:30ish, maybe.
Okay.
Shoot. Oh, there it is. So he's not even saying he was at the birthday party at this point. So he got to their house after the birthday party, he's saying. I wonder if that's true. I mean, that would be something that likely is true, that he wasn't even at the birthday party. And the reason I say that's likely true is because he knows that they would ask people at the party if he was there, and they would say, sure, yeah, he was there, and then it would be a lie. So he's saying he showed up to their house after the birthday party. I mean, I guess that means he could have been at the birthday party, but that doesn't seem like the way he was wording it. Let me go back here.
Sunday was her birthday party, so yeah, it was the evening after her birthday party. Sunday.
Okay. Do you remember what time you got here on Sunday?
8:30ish, maybe.
Okay.
Huh. Yeah, so no, he's saying he got here, meaning into Kissimmee, at 8 o'clock at night. So that's different. So yeah, that's different right there.
Just in time to make sure that she was doing all her nighttime routines.
Oh, wow. So he just got to the house just in time to make sure she was doing her nighttime routines. Now I'm interested to see where, like, Jennifer, what he says about that.
Just in time to make sure that she was doing all her nighttime routines. I'm waiting for her mom to get home.
You live in North Pole, right?
Yeah, I split my time between the two.
Is that
places.
on Snug Street?
Snug Street,
Okay,
yeah.
that makes sense. You have a lot of Snug Street on here.
Yeah, I split my time between the two.
Is that Broward County or?
Sarasota County, I believe,
okay.
or Charlotte County.
Hey, thanks,
either way.
Vibe Chick.
It's
Thanks
my
for the good
parents'
vibe.
house. They're old and they need help these days, and they got a house full of poodles. And it's chaos. That's why I needed to come back up here and just get away from that. Between two deaf old people yelling at each other and poodles yapping all the time, it's enough to drive anyone up a wall. Just very happy to be back here.
Did you and your wife, when you guys were looking for where did you guys look?
Me and her stayed local. It was all the rest of the family that mobilized and was beating the bushes. And
Did you guys drive together or separate?
I don't think we drove anywhere when we were looking.
You didn't drive anywhere?
Not that I recall.
Did you guys go anywhere last night? Was that media?
What time? Jesus.
Maybe. I think Fox 35 or something was coming.
Yeah.
If it is, let me tell him he needs to take it out.
Okay.
I don't recall. You have to ask her if we went anywhere. I don't recall. I was so zonked out on Ativan at that point.
Okay.
Because I was a wreck. I don't think...
And this would have been when?
I don't recall us going anywhere last night, but honestly, at that point my brain was mush and I was on so many tranquilizers to keep me stable. I was just...
You said Ativan?
Yeah.
Do you usually take that, or?
Yeah, I have a prescription. I haven't needed it in a long time, though, but...
What's that for?
Anxiety.
Okay.
I was having these rolling panic attacks and breaking down crying, and I just...
Oh, it got lost, sorry.
I'm thinking... Here you go. And, it was the only way I could get to sleep last night. And then again this afternoon. That's why I missed your calls. I'm sorry. I took an Ativan and conked out for a few hours. It's the only time when I'm not crying.
And I remember Catherine was actually quite surprised when I said.
It's okay if I just pop down real quick.
I don't know. I never saw one with him at the party.
So we're trying to get just a good idea, times, all that stuff.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm giving my best recollections. I'm not a morning person as it is. So a lot of the times are best guess.
But we know that you go up Jongyang Parkway, down. That's the road you usually take to take her, and then you make a left at that McDonald's, right, which is the town loop.
You can make a left to get there either at the McDonald's or at Town Center itself. They both lead to the school.
So if you leave her at, just so you get a sense of direction, Jongyang Parkway goes northbound and southbound. So you're going northbound into Orange County, making a left at the McDonald's, which is the town loop. You said when you did drop her off at that medium, you said it was around 8:20 to 8:30ish, somewhere around that time.
Somewhere in there, yeah. It was early, but not like outrageously early, you know.
So what would you estimate when you made a left at that McDonald's to be?
After I dropped her off?
No, I'm saying when you dropped her off.
First left by that McDonald's.
Yeah, when you first go, that first left that you make at the McDonald's.
It had to have been around maybe 8, maybe quarter after 8, sometime in there.
Okay.
Sometime between 8 and a quarter after, I think.
All right. So just so it's, you can kind of picture it here on the map. So you're going northbound. You make a left here around like 8:10, 8:15. Let's say 8:15, around there. When you get over here, you make a U-turn. You go back to the McDonald's. But you said that she still doesn't want the McDonald's.
Still doesn't want it. She was just going to eat the Danishes that I had given her.
So you're going up here now, still northbound on Jongyang Parkway. You make a left at Town Center this time.
Town Center, then make a right onto,
and then you drop her off around like 8.
Dropped her off around halfway up the road there.
Okay. So keep in mind, all of this is still northbound.
Okay.
Right? You're still northbound on Jongyang Parkway.
Northbound.
So why is your car seen going southbound at 8:10? I'll show you what location it is. McDonald's is over here. At 8:10, your car is seen going southbound at this intersection. So meaning going toward Kissimmee.
I had forgotten something. I had forgotten my gate clicker. I'm sorry. I forgot. I had gone back to the house real quick after we left because I forgot my gate clicker. I actually had to go through the front gate and use my parking pass to grab my clicker. So it was the wrong time. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was guesstimating these times. I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
So yes, we'd gone out.
How far did you get before you came back down? When you realized you forgot your clicker?
Nearly all the way to the school.
But then you drove back just to get your clicker?
And then we turned around. We had plenty of time to kill, so there was time to go back. I rushed back, got the clicker, and that's when I came back here this way.
So you guys came back here to get your clicker?
Correct.
So when we look at the cameras in the front, it's going to show you coming back in
Correct.
here with her in the car?
Yes, with her in the passenger seat,
Okay.
yes.
I know it sounds like we're asking you stupid questions, okay? We just want to verify
okay.
the times.
I'm sorry I'm not being more help. I'm not a morning person. I was half asleep as it was. I'm trying.
The clickers to get where?
Into our neighborhood.
Okay, and you forgot the clicker where?
I had forgotten the clicker here.
So how did you get in?
I was able to use my parking sticker for them to scan.
I'm going to rewind it back here, get this clicker crap going again.
McDonald's is over here.
Mm-hmm.
At 8:10, your car is seen going southbound at this intersection. So meaning going toward Kissimmee.
Mm-hmm. I had forgotten my gate clicker. I'm sorry. I forgot. I had gone back to the house real quick after we left because I forgot my gate clicker. I actually had to go through the front gate and use my parking pass to grab my clicker.
Why didn't you just do that
So
when
it
you
was
got
the wrong
home?
time. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was guesstimating these times. I'm not a morning person.
Okay.
So yes.
I mean, why would you even need the gate clicker? If you have that ability to use your parking pass to get the gate clicker later, why not just wait till later to get the gate clicker? You know what I mean? It's just so ridiculous. Why did you have to go get it, go back to get the gate clicker when you can just do what you did later to get, I mean, it's just so stupid. Ridiculous.
Yes, we'd gone out.
How far did you get before you came back down when you realized you forgot your clicker?
Nearly all the way to the school.
I thought it was cool. I got to get my clicker. The same way I'll get it later if I need to get the clicker.
We had plenty of time to kill, so there was time to go back. I rushed back, got the clicker, and that's when I came back here this way.
So you guys came back here to get your clicker?
Correct.
So when we look at the cameras in the front, it's going to show you coming back in
Correct.
here with her in the car?
Yes, with her in the passenger seat,
Okay.
yes.
Wow, he kind of knows. He knows.
I know it sounds like we're asking you stupid questions, okay? We just want to verify the times.
I'm sorry I'm not being more help. I'm not a morning person. I was half asleep as it was. I'm trying.
The clickers to get where?
Into our neighborhood.
Okay, and you forgot the clicker where?
I had forgotten the clicker here.
So how did you get in?
I was able to use my parking sticker for them to scan to let me through.
Okay, so could you not have done that after you dropped her off?
I could have, but I also like to come back in from the back gate a lot of the times, and I didn't know if I would be back right away. And sometimes they're busy up front.
Likes to come in that back gate.
It's better not to wait in a line.
Sneak in a little bit.
What time is security usually there at the front gate?
They were there when I came through. He scanned my ticket.
So would it have not just made more sense to drop her off and come back since security's already there?
I don't know.
We just said
that.
Make
more sense.
Eye of the moment. We just said that eye of the moment. See what you're doing again? We just said that.
Here you go. Oh, thank you.
Anything else that we haven't asked that you feel is important? Maybe that might help us out?
I'm sorry I'm having trouble recollecting everything.
I'm going to step away for a second.
Let's see how it goes.
Anything that you remember maybe she might have told you?
She didn't mention anything in particular.
Hit the subscribe button, everybody.
I made a joke about her Crocs. She wears Crocs and socks. So we were joking about that.
Would she say she's usually like a happy, go-lucky girl?
Very happy. She brings a lot of joy. She's a very good girl. It definitely doesn't feel the same around here if she's not here. She was so happy too. She was looking forward to my visit here. She was looking forward to us all being together.
Yeah, I definitely don't believe that she was looking. He threw that in there because he knows she wasn't looking forward to the visit.
She was looking forward to my visit here. She was looking forward to us all being together. She was just happy. She was just very happy.
Hey, thanks.
Oh,
Feel relief.
I loved her like she was my own.
And is she the only child, or does she have siblings?
She is the only child, yes.
Do you have any kids with anyone else, or?
No.
Hey, me.
So she's kind of.
Is what we call me.
So you'd say you guys have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah, definitely have a very strong bond.
Just dating.
But, I'm the person she goes to when her mom gets in a fight with her and she needs someone to comfort her, and like I'm that person for her.
How's her relationship with mom?
Good most of the time. Puberty not long ago, so she's getting the PMS mood swings, and when her mom gets them too, they butt heads, and so as well as you can expect, but otherwise very loving. Very loving. Yeah. This girl knows nothing but love here in this house. She hardly ever hears the word no. Double-edged sword that is.
How is she in school?
So-so. She's so-so in school.
Like grade-wise,
she's
or
doing a lot
behavior-wise?
better though. Apparently she just made Student of the Week.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so we're very proud of her. She's doing singing, choir, and she's sounding just amazing. She sang for me last night, and I immediately wanted to show her the movie Sister Act, because...
You guys think that she really sang for her last night? I don't know about that. But it kind of makes you wonder, like, she was starting to get older, and her mind was probably starting to realize what Stephan Sterns was doing wasn't right, and maybe getting more confident, and he knew his time was coming up.
She was looking forward to my visit here because of the choir singing. It was so pretty. It reminded me. I told her I was very proud of her.
Does she like video games, anything like that?
She does like video games, yeah. She plays Roblox, Minecraft. I think those are the two big ones that I know of.
You don't know her to like ever have any friends on there that she talks to, anything like that?
She does. She does group chats. She does like voice chatting too on it. Usually with like her cousins or her friends, and they'll all be playing Roblox or something, yelling at each other on the phone.
When's the last time you all lived together?
Hey, thanks. Amy Higg. Let's see. My opinion. Does it have everything fit on there? Amazing. My opinion, police were onto him immediately. Maybe the mom gave signals. I think once he said that they both drove to school and she said he drove her to school, that's probably when they went, okay, yeah, there's something not quite right here. And I bet you that was a big clue, because you notice how he kept saying they were all in the car together. But Jennifer does not say that. She says we took her to school on television. But she says, also on television, she says, well, he's the one that took her to school. Sort of like anyway, so maybe the mom gave signals to police that just hasn't been released yet. Mom knew what happened was in an emotional, psychological, abusive relationship with the piece of shit. Yeah, I still hold out hope that she's just really naive and ridiculous, because if you watch the previous show, she was letting Madeline sleep alone with Stephan Sterns when she needed a good night's sleep. I don't know if she's the one saying that, or is it, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to figure it out here.
December.
Okay. December. And you said the reason was for your parents down there?
Yeah, going down to help them because they're getting on in age and they're making their end-of-life plans and they need someone to help out.
Can you unlock this one more time, please?
Sure.
I have a question.
Yes.
Sorry, are you guys done?
No, we're good.
The other detective mentioned that you did not have your phone yesterday.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
I left my phone at home in the morning too. I was so busy
On the
riding Herd
26th.
over to get us out the door on time that I left my phone.
Oh, jeez.
She left her phone.
Yeah. She leaves her phone, and she left her phone, but he left his there too because he didn't want it to be pinged. Wow.
We both left our phones.
Did you have your phone when you went to the smoke shop?
Not the first time after I dropped her off. I was still without it. I got my phone and went back to the smoke shop.
You won't be going to the
When I
smoke
got
shop
home.
ever again. Okay.
And then I also noticed, I was checking your call history. I noticed that you don't have anything before this morning. Is that unusual on your phone?
No, it's a new phone. Stupid. I went to do an update yesterday morning, and I don't know what the fuck. Pardon me. I don't know what the heck I did, but somehow during the massive OS update, I managed to factory reset my phone and lose all of my contacts, all my information.
This is beautiful. I left my phone at home, when I took him to school, her to school. And by the way, I was doing a massive OS update and factory reset my phone. So you guys have absolutely nothing.
And I don't know what the fuck. Pardon me. I don't know what the heck I did, but somehow during the massive OS update, I managed to factory reset my phone and lose all of my contacts, all my information.
What time was that? Do you remember?
She's like,
Sometime
Wait, what time is that?
while I was hanging out with her, I looked at her and said, "What did I just do?"
What time? What time?
She might know better. I don't know what time it was. It was when I was here with.
Okay.
Oh man, I wanted the time. I want it to be like 1 o'clock in the morning or something, because it would have been, 11:49. He was on Telegram. Remember? Can't forget about that, you guys.
Okay. I don't think I have any other questions.
I think the reality in this
do
I
you-
case
don't know
is
where my head was yesterday. It was so
horrendous.
far up my backside.
That's okay, we understand. In the meantime, while we're waiting for all this to get sorted out, I am going to hold on to your phone, okay? I'll give it back to you when we're done.
when we're done.
Okay.
Whenever that is.
Do you have any questions for us?
How long are you gonna need my phone? That's
I'm not sure. I'm waiting for my supervisor to call me.
my dad. It's just my dad's using that to get a hold of me and get updates.
They can call Jen's phone.
Okay.
Did the other detective give you his business card?
He's not getting that phone
I
back.
believe so.
Okay, well here's mine in case you want it for any reason.
Okay.
Okay? Do you swear that everything you told us is true?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks
You
for your
swear?
time. We appreciate it. I know it's a
Why'd she
little
ask him
hectic right
that?
now.
Is she an FBI agent? I mean, a cop can't ask. I mean, it doesn't matter at all if you told the truth.
And I know you were about to head somewhere. If you can just hang tight and refrain from going back in your car, please.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I was actually gonna move it over a spot.
No, just leave
Don't they arrest him like right after this?
it here. It's fine. Thank you.
They must arrest him almost immediately after this. Yeah, don't even go to your car, by the way. Just stand around. Thanks for the phone. Do you swear to tell the truth? What?
And then I know you.
Anyways, I'm just gonna. All right. So here's the thing. I'm not gonna. I don't need that. I already got the raw file over there. Oh, let me get that off the screen. That was on there for so long. And thank you, Amy Higg. All right. So where are we at in here? I'll read what we had earlier today, but then there's also more here. So this is what was from earlier today for those who didn't hear it earlier today. And it's right in this section here. Newly released documents show Kissimmee police detectives on March 14th provided sworn statements of their discussion with Madeline's mother, Jennifer Soto. So this is the Jennifer, so Jennifer was talking. Stated while they were together, they, Jennifer, Stephan, and Madeline, would either all sleep in the same bed or Madeline would sleep with her when Stephan was not there. And then she says, when asked if it was normal that Stephan and Madeline would sleep together without her being there, she said yes. Jennifer Soto stated if she needed a good night's sleep due to her anxiety, she would ask them, Stephan and Madeline, to sleep in a different bedroom. Another statement reads, Stephan stated Madeline always needed human contact when going to sleep. Stephan referred to it as snuggling. I mean, is that just insane, you guys? So then it sort of makes you wonder a little bit more about Madeline in general. I mean, not Madeline, Jennifer in general. All right, so let's take a look at the, here's one of the PDF files that the docket on YouTube and Twitter sent me. So let's read this one. This looks a little different than what we've seen out there. Some of it looks similar, but it says, I just read some new information that I hadn't seen before. Completed sworn written statement to Orange County deputies. The following stated on 2/26 at approximately 8 hours. She saw, so this is Jen, getting ready for school. Stated Stephan Sterns took her to school and dropped her off close to the school. See, this is on February 26th, her statement. So they already know that Stephan Sterns took her to school. So again, when the police are interviewing him and he's talking about, yeah, Jennifer, I, and Madeline, we all went to school, they already know it's likely full of crap, at that point. So Jennifer getting ready for, or saw Madeline getting ready for school. Stated Stephan Sterns took her to school and dropped her off close to the school. Jennifer said Stephan dropped Madeline off on Town Loop Boulevard between Town Center Boulevard and Hunter Park Lane. Jennifer said Stephan dropped her off between 8:30 and 8:45 hours. Probably Jennifer stated that Madeline never made it to school. Jennifer went to the school at around 4 o'clock to pick Madeline up, and she never came out of the school. Jennifer stated she searched around the area and then went to her mother's office but could not locate her. On February 27, 2024, Detective Hunt from Orange County Sheriff's Office received information that Madeline did not report to school on the previous day. Therefore, Detective Hunt began his investigation. Detective Hunt interviewed Jennifer and Stephan during the initial phase of the investigation. During these interviews, Detective Hunt noticed some inconsistencies. Detective Tagler, see, this is new stuff that we haven't read. Detective Tagler with the Orange County Sheriff's Office was also asked to assist with interviewing Stephan during this case. Detective Tagler would eventually become the lead investigator for the Orange County Sheriff's Office case. Detective Tagler contacted Stephan at, I don't know where at. Detective Tagler was provided locations where Stephan's vehicle, the 2010 silver Lincoln MKZ bearing Florida tag IYLL82, had been seen during the time Stephan stated he dropped off Madeline at school. Detective Tagler confronted Stephan about his locations during the interview, but Stephan would provide answers that did not match up to his vehicle location. Stephan provided consent to search his phone. However, he stated had accidentally performed a factory reset on his phone at 5:26. Sounds like this is referring to what we just heard. Detective Tagler asked Stephan a second time if he consented to the download of his phone, and he agreed and provided his passcode. Detective Tagler then proceeded to the security gate at Venetia Bay to review video. Upon reviewing the security video, Detective Tagler observed Stephan's vehicle exiting the complex with a female wearing a green sweater in the front passenger seat. The female was slumped. This is the first time we've heard of Jennifer or anybody leaving the complex. This is the first time we've heard this. This is new. Upon reviewing the security video, Detective Tagler observed Stephan's vehicle exiting the complex with a female wearing a green sweater in the front passenger seat. The female was slumped over to her left, which is an abnormal way for a person to be seated in a vehicle. At this point, Detective Tagler decided to secure the residence. I wish they'd given a time right there, because that's when it's leaving, see? Exiting the complex. Now, maybe that's an error up there, and that's the same 819 one, but I don't know. On February 28th, Detective Mark Morris was called and asked to respond to probably the address to assist Orange County in executing the search warrant for their missing person case. Upon my arrival, I contacted Orange County deputies who were waiting for their forensic unit to arrive to execute the search warrant. While Orange County was serving a search warrant on the premises, a subsequent search warrant was executed on Stephan's cellular phone. Upon reviewing the contents of Stephan's phone, it was discovered several images were saved in a Google Drive. A separate search warrant, upon reviewing the contents of Stephan's phone, it was discovered that several images were saved on a Google Drive. A separate search warrant was served to Google, and upon receipt of the contents of Stephan's Google Drive, several images and videos were located depicted an apparent child with various body parts being shown. There were also pictures and videos depicting an apparent a child's private parts again, and one of them with a male body part inside of that. The child was later identified as Madeline. So it says, during this time, it was also discovered that Stephan did not drop Madeline off at school, and he previously stated, based upon the contents of Stephan's Google Drive and the suspicious nature of Madeline going missing, it was decided that I become the lead investigator from the Kissimmee Police Department. Corporal Ilgen and I responded to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, where deputies had already arranged for probably Jennifer and Stephan to be transported there for a press conference. I was shown the contents of Stephan's Google Drive, where the folder that appeared dedicated to Madeline contained over 1,700 files. A majority of these photographs and videos showed her in different positions. Based upon these images, Orange County detectives began to author an arrest warrant for Stephan Sterns due to the fact that most of these images appear to have occurred in the residence at the apartment location. Probable cause was provided to Detective Moore of the Kissimmee Police Department. Detective Moore wrote the arrest warrant charging Stephan with sexual battery and possession of CSAM material. While the arrest warrant was being written and obtained by Detective Moore at approximately 16:45 hours, I contacted Jennifer in a conference room at the sheriff's office. Jennifer was asked questions about Madeline being missing and the dynamics of the household. Jennifer stated her and Stephan had been dating on and off for approximately 7 years. Stephan had moved out of the house in the later part of 2023 in November or December. Jennifer stated while they were together, they would either all sleep in the same bed or, Madeline would sleep with her when Stephan was not there. When asked if it was normal that Stephan and Madeline to sleep together without her being there, and she said yes. She stated if she needed a good night's sleep due to her anxiety, she would ask them to sleep in a different bedroom. Orange County detectives have previously shown Madeline's photograph to showed Jennifer photographs of Stephan's unit. I don't like saying these words. I don't know why. Not that I can't say them, I just don't like saying them. For identification purposes. Jennifer did not want to believe, see, this is exactly what I was thinking. Did not want to believe Madeline and Stephan were engaged in sexual activity. Madeline asked to see the image of Jennifer asked to see the image of Stephan and Madeline. I pulled out a printed picture from Stephen's Google Drive and showed Jennifer with Stephan's private part in Madeline's mouth. I mean, this is ridiculous. Jennifer said she didn't recognize anything in the picture, as if she was in denial. However, she became visibly upset. I asked Jennifer additional questions unrelated to the particular case. I excused myself and I told her that I was going to speak with Stephan. Well, that kind of sucks that she seems sort of like in denial. I guess, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I contacted Stephan in an interview room at the sheriff's office. Stephan was asleep when I entered the room along with Corporal Ilgen. After introducing ourselves, I explained the reason why we were there speaking with him. I read Stephan his Miranda warnings, which we viewed and agreed to speak with us. Stephan stated he had known Jennifer for several years and they dated for most of that time. I asked Stephan what the sleeping arrangements were within the home. Stephan stated Madeline typically sleeps with, sleeps with Jennifer so Madeline typically sleeps with something in somebody's bed. It's hard to tell because they should have not redacted one of them. Stephan stated Madeline wanted them all to sleep in the same bed when he returned from being away for several months. Stephan stated Madeline always needed human contact when going to sleep. Stephan referred to it as snuggling. As the interview went on, I asked Stephan if he had ever been sexually active with anyone in the past, or Stephan if Madeline had ever been active with anybody in the past. Stephan stated there was an incident when she was much younger. Stephan said Madeline did something with a phone or camera but wasn't scolded for it. Stephan said she was very young when this happened. You mean you did it and you blamed it on her. That's what really happened. I asked Stephan if he provided Orange County deputy consent to search through his phone, and he stated yes. I asked Stephan if he had a Google account, and he stated he did. When I asked Stephan if he saved pictures to the account, he said sometimes. Stephan stated he did have pictures of him and Madeline saved to his account. When I asked Stephan all of the pictures he had saved, Stephan then asked if he should be talking to a lawyer. Shortly after that, Stephan requested an attorney. Stephan was arrested for sexual battery when the victim was under 12 years old, possession of child pornography. A search warrant was obtained to collect DNA from Stephan. This warrant was executed by Orange County detectives. I was able to search through Stephan's Google account and observe the following images. Yeah, I'm not gonna read through these. They're all gross things, but hey, guys, if you're out there and you like what we do on this channel, we do donate to places like NCMEC, National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, etc., etc., etc. We're on one of those long lulls yet again. That was an abuser. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does seem like up here when you read this, she wanted to see the picture. Why would she want to see it if she knew? I think she's just like, it's still possible that she just feels like a total idiot. I mean, we all know that Jennifer Soto is dumb as a box of rocks, okay? We've known that the whole time. So we don't know. He may have, and look at, Stephan Sterns may have actually picked her because she had a kid and he knew he could manipulate her in the situation. However, it's hard to believe that over all those years, all the times that he got to sleep with Madeline that she wouldn't have picked up on something. That's too hard. That's really difficult to wrap my head around at this point. Now it's hard. Before it was, she's telling stories to help somebody she believed in. And now it's different. Do you guys have that same feeling or what? Man, you guys, hello? Hello, anybody there? Start typing, everybody. Let's get moving. Have something to say. All right, thanks. Jesus. What's this one up here? Is this the same one? Victim reported missing. Yeah, I mean, it's like you have 450 people in there and there isn't anybody typing. It's wild. Wild, wild, wild. Digitally appeared the applicant, Detective Brian Moore, is sworn. The applicant, Detective Brian Moore, is duly sworn law enforcement officer for the city of Kissimmee. Applicant is currently assigned. Let's see. The applicant has on February 26th at 8 o'clock. Jennifer, I don't know if that's a something-year-old victim. So 13-year-old victim was reported missing by her mother, according to Orange County deputy. D.S. Cole has been sworn. Okay, the mother advised her daughter and Stephan Sterns picked her up. Her daughter, Stephan Sterns, her daughter's, father, Stephan Sterns, picked her up, or stepdad, whatever it says there, picked her up from her home and dropped her off at that school. An interview was conducted with the victim, Stephan Sterns, who advised he transported. Is this all the same? Upon reviewing the contents of Stephan's phone images, according to these, and then several different pieces of clothing, including patterned underwear. Yeah, I think we already read that one. I don't think these others have much in them. Responded to. Yeah, I don't think there's any much difference in these. Yeah. All right. Well, there you go. Pretty crazy, huh? I don't know. You guys are just. It's always so. It gets like demoralizing when it's so dead in the chat, Just going through the document, play the audio, etc., etc. All right, does anybody want to call in about this? We could try. Let me see what happens. I think we have. We could try it. It's also kind of late too, isn't it? All right, give it a shot. Give it a shot. You. If not, we'll give it 2 minutes. If nobody calls in. Put the number on there again. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. I'm going to have to go listen to that audio again. We'll probably have to go over that audio tomorrow again, don't you think? Just to try to, figure out what he's trying to. I don't even know if it matters. Like, who cares what he tried to say? It was all made up crap. I thought it was interesting, though, that we got that she's not alive. See, that, I don't know who's making error. Did the document make an error when it said that they wanted to
that not they wanted to, that the video shows Stephan Sterns with Madeline in the car leaving. Okay, but the press conference, it said that she's arriving, and maybe that's where the error was. Because it makes more sense that it's leaving with her body like that, and arriving was just kind of weird, like, unless I guess it just depends on what time. I mean, if that's at 12:30, then yeah, then she's still in the car. But why would he do that? He would have her covered up at that time. But also, why would you be coming back with her at 7:30 or whatever time that at 8:19? It almost makes more sense that he's leaving with her at 8:19, and that's when you see her not coming back, right? Because the two descriptions are identical. That she was propped up, leaning to the side, and you could see her on the camera. So if that makes more sense that it wasn't returning back. Hello? Hello, anybody here? I don't hear anybody. Let me check something out. Hello? I don't hear anything at all. I wonder if I gotta fix some audio. Let's see, settings. Audio. Speaker. Oh, there you are. I can hear. Hello, are you still there?
Oh, yes, I am. Yes.
Oh, there you go. I don't know what was going on there. That was wild.
Oh, so hi. This is Marilise, and I'm really interested in this story. I kind of took a step back from true crime for a while, but whenever you have anything about Madeline on, I tune in. I think there's a few cases about children that I follow with you, and Madeline is one of those. And tonight, this has been amazing. I had not heard this interview yet.
Yeah,
so
I got it from
my first time here.
The guy. There's a YouTuber called The Docket. He's also he's mainly a Twitter person, but he gets all the files out there. I'm trying to help buy some of the documents because it costs a lot of money to get those things.
Oh, okay.
We don't know, Zozo. We don't know. All right. What else? What were you saying? Or?
Well, let me think. So, now what is his name? Stephan Sterns. Oh, wow. He had some classic comments in that little interview. He's obviously not very good thinking on his feet. Oh, and when they were like, well, why did we see your car driving away from the school at 8:10? That's when he was like, oh.
Well, yeah, I had to get my clicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's weird about that is 8:10. Then it made sense that at 8:19, her body is in the car, coming back to the complex. But that never really made sense, anyways. That because why would he be doing that? But in this one, it sounds like he was driving away with her at 8. I don't know if it's the same time, but I think that's what the same instance they're referring to. They're just different. One of them is leaving the complex. The other one, it's arriving at the complex. It could be two separate ones.
Yes. When I initially heard the report about him returning with the body at 8:19, I wondered if he was picking her body up from somewhere. We've never figured out where her body
but it just sounded like we all speculated on that, but they just made it sound like that it was actually she was propped up. You could see that she wasn't alive. That's funny because I was saying that. I said, I bet she's like leaning against something. People went, "Oh, come on, Gray. It's just a good camera. She's in the back seat. There's no way to have her propped up like that." But anyways, it's like she's leaving.
They did say that in what you read tonight, or in the police report. They said she was slumped over.
Yeah, but this one says while the car was leaving the apartment, not coming back.
Oh, okay.
So it's I don't know if there's an error at the press conference or it's an error in this report, but seeing her leaving at 8:19 kind of makes a little bit more sense in a way. Like at 7:35, he's throwing away the backpack and laptop, and then he's doing other things, and he's getting her ready to put her in the car to drive her away, and then 8:19 he leaves with her. But then at 8:10, why is he seen on a license plate reader? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah. Now, here's what we know for sure. This guy is oblivious to the fact that this is 2024 and there are cameras everywhere, including on that dumpster.
Right. So I'm still trying to make sense of I need to make sense of so it's 8:10, he's heading away from the school on a license plate reader, but then at some point in the morning, she's seen, so it could be that twice she was seen on camera, and the other time was when he was leaving to take her somewhere, but that would be stupid to have her on camera at 12:30 propped up in his car, because then it'd be like, well, why is she with you if she never made it to school? You know, so I don't know. Things still don't make sense because they don't give us times of anything.
Yeah, thank goodness for those cameras. Thank goodness. And we just send up all our love to Maddie, and that's why we're here, is for Maddie.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Gray.
All right. Have a good one.
Love you.
We all love you too.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye. Yeah. Anyways, so that's what I was just thinking. So I don't know what they're referring to when they're saying that they see what time they're referring to when they see Stephan Sterns driving with Madeline leaning to a side in the vehicle, leaving the apartment. Because we have him coming back at 8:10, and then at 8:19 they say that she's seen alive. So that seems more accurate on that portion. So is there another time before that, in the morning, after the 7:35? Because this is what we always talk about. Like when I'm on Court TV, we're always saying, well, when did they leave, though? Because at 8:19, when he's coming back with her body, he's coming back with her body at 8:19. It's in the car propped up. Well, when did it leave the complex? There must be another sighting, and maybe that's the one where at like 7:45 or something, she's in the car and she's slumped over, and he says, oh yeah, she was sleeping all the way. Try to explain that, because maybe on camera you can see it. But then he comes back with her again, weirdly. I don't know. There must be a time. Well, if she's coming back at 8:19, then there must be a time when she left with him too, right? Yeah. Anyways, forget it. All right, guys. Thanks for being here tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks to Cindy J, Kubi, Michelle H, Katja T, Wendy Van Rokel, King Scarlet News, Yabba Dabba Doo, Marilees, Vibe Chick, Silverleaf, Kami, and what time is it? An hour ago, Amy Higg. Thank you very much. All right, so thank you for being here. Thanks for the support of the channel for those who did. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hit that like button on the way out the door. And be safe out there. Only 219 likes. What a joke. Jesus. So selfish. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person. That's right. That is
Crime
We'll have to go over it tomorrow again,
Like
too.
rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya, gonna stretch ya if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gregor's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his spectre. With all respect, y'all. Just remember I've a temper fucking check ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody? Talk to you later.
Thanks, everybody, and be safe out there.